back. Let's jump right on into this set. I had my beautiful hand model Rachel come through for her first time experiencing Gel X. So we are applying the tips. Remember, applying them at a 45-degree angle and flash curing them bad buddies before we put them into the light for a full cure for 60 seconds. I'm just going in and filing these nails to make sure that they are flush to the cuticle so they don't like a press on. And then I'm taking 100% acetone and I am rubbing that acetone in. This is going to help blend those tips to the cuticle and make everything flush and pretty. She said this was her favorite part of the whole experience, and I love that for her. She was a great hand model for me. So I am doing a base coat of my D&D Tea Time. It is a favorite base coat of mine. We are going to do 2 coats of the base coat, which you're seeing is me applying the second coat of this base color. I love me a good tea time polish. It's like I don't know, it just goes well with any complexion. I just love the pinkness of it, and it still has a hint of brown in it. Make sure you clean up those cuticles with either acetone or at least 70% alcohol. So now I'm taking this Gaio, I have like a tortoise jelly kit that I got from them, and I'm just taking one of the browns and applying it to the pinky nail. She did provide me 3 different inspo picks, and I took a little bit from each pick and incorporated it into today's design. I'm also going to do 2 coats of this jelly brown as well, and now we're going to go in with our French tip. So because we are doing stilettos, these are medium stiletto tips by Apres. She did want a Frenchy design that also had the oval within the Frenchy. I do like the design, but that oval will definitely trick you up. My best advice is just take it slow. Don't mind me and my lack of edges and glasses in the camera. I'm still working out the kinks for the best placement for my phone. We're going to figure it out, y'all. I appreciate you for staying with me watching through this. I also learned not to have my recording on the cinematic version on my phone because the focus was really trying to focus for this set. I am just cleaning up with some acetone to make sure the lines are to my liking. And then, of course, we're going to let it cure. I'm going in with a thin coat of blooming gel now. The blooming gel that I used was for Macart. And now I'm just taking a dark blue from Model 1s. And we're going to do a nice little design and let it bloom. A trick when it comes to blooming gel is the more blooming gel you have on the nail, the more the nail will bloom. The thinner it is, the slower it will bloom. I'm going to repeat that. The more blooming gel you put on the nail, the faster it will bloom and the more it will bloom out. The thinner you make it, the slower it will bloom. So if you know you're doing a design that's going to take a minute, you might want to put a thinner coat so you have time for it to bloom out. I then took that same blue and just did a solid nail on the index finger. And you'll see me going in again with my acetone to clean up around those cuticles. Y'all see here the focus. I'm telling you, I've learned my lesson. Cinematic is not for me. Now, I also am doing a Frenchie on the thumb. Now, originally I was going to do another oval on the thumb, but as I was doing the Frenchie, I was like, no, I think I want to do a full Frenchie and just filled it in real quick. And we're just cleaning up that smile line with some acetone. Make sure that your brush, when you're using acetone or you're using alcohol, make sure the brush is not soaked, so that way it's not bleeding into your paint. I am now taking some base coat. It is from D&D. And I'm putting that on the blue. And then I'm taking my rhinestone gel. Y'all see my head all in the way. I'm taking some rhinestone gel, and I also pulled out some gold star stickers and I added those onto the Frenchies for just a little added razzle dazzle. Now the base coat was used to do this airbrush, not airbrush effect that you see with that blue there where I'm putting those gold stones on. That was how I created that. If you want a tutorial on how to create the airbrush, not airbrush effect, let me know in the comments. I can definitely put a tutorial up for that process. I might do it anyway. And then I'm just finishing off with some top coat. So I am using my Koopa top coat. This is the Koopa top coat that I had before the Koopa top coats lost their mind and became super sticky. I have no issues with this top coat, but I do still like my Dynamic Supply one. And always I like to finish off with a nice file to make sure that the shapes are sharp and the stiletto is stilettoing. So again, these tips are by Apres and they are the sculpted medium stiletto tips. So as we're finishing this up, y'all know I finished with my alcohol swipe, and look at the final product.